Trust the process when Allah rewrites your story. Sometimes what you thought was meant for you, what you prayed for, planned for, worked for, suddenly vanishes. Doors that looked wide open slam shut. People you thought were permanent walk away. Dreams you nurtured for years collapse like dust in your hands. And in those moments, your heart whispers, why? Why would Allah take this from me? But I want you to listen carefully now, not with your ears, but with your soul. Allah didn't abandon you, He saved you. You see, Allah loves you so deeply, so endlessly, that sometimes He has to break your heart to save your soul. He has to dismantle the path you thought was yours, because He knows what you don't. He sees what's hidden. He hears what you can't. He understands what you haven't yet lived through. That plan that shattered before your eyes. That job you didn't get. That person who didn't stay. That opportunity that passed you by. It wasn't a punishment, it was protection. You were aiming for something small, something temporary, something that might have destroyed your spirit in ways you'd never recover from. And so Allah intervened, not because He doesn't love you, but because His love for you is limitless. Because Allah is the best of planners. He doesn't just see your today, He sees your forever. While you're chasing comfort in the now, He's designing eternal success. You can't see it yet, but what's coming, what He's written for you, is beyond your imagination. You've never dreamed it. You've never tasted it. But when it comes, you'll look back and say, Subhanallah, now I understand. You'll thank Him for the heartbreak, for the rejection, for the delay, for every sleepless night, every unanswered prayer, because all of it was preparing you for something greater. And I promise you, 100 times out of 10, what Allah has planned for you is always better than what you had planned for yourself. So don't lose hope. Don't let the pain make you forget who your Lord is. When has Allah ever broken His promise? When has He ever abandoned those who put their trust in Him? Never. Your life might feel like it's falling apart right now. Maybe nothing makes sense anymore. Maybe you feel like you've lost control. But what if I told you, this isn't destruction, this is reconstruction. This is the divine architecture of your soul taking shape, piece by piece, brick by brick. Every loss, every tear, every unanswered prayer is part of the blueprint. You just can't see the full picture yet because you're standing too close. You're so focused on the final product that you've forgotten the process has a purpose. But Allah hasn't forgotten. He's never careless. He's never absent. You cry in the silence of your room and He listens. You break down in sujood and He knows. You whisper, Ya Allah, help me, through trembling lips, and He responds, not always with what you want, but always with what you need. And maybe right now, what you need is patience, growth, healing. Maybe this season of stillness is where your strength is being forged. You don't put seeds in the ground and expect fruit the next day. You water them, you wait, you trust. Your life is like that too. You're being cultivated. Your character, your faith, your destiny, they're all being nurtured in the dark. But the light will come, so hold on. Just a little longer. Your miracle is not lost. It's just on Allah's perfect schedule. And when it arrives, not a second too early or too late, you'll understand why the waiting was worth it. Have patience, beautiful soul. Allah will never place you in a situation where you are meant to fail. His plan for you is not defeat, it's elevation. Even if the road looks rough, even if it's long and winding and lonely, even if it feels like you're walking through fire, keep going, keep praying, keep trusting. Because if you only knew how tightly Allah is holding you right now, you'd never doubt again. If you only knew the angels He's sending, the ease He's preparing, the joy He's lining up for your future, your heart would melt in gratitude, even for the hardship. So don't just trust the outcome, trust the process, trust Him. You're not being buried, you're being planted. And soon, by the will of Allah, you will bloom into something even you won't recognize. A stronger you, a wiser you, a more faithful you, a version of you that was always meant to exist, but could only come alive through this exact test. So say Alhamdulillah, even now, especially now, because your story is not over, it's just beginning, and Allah never writes bad endings. So take a breath right here, right now. You're still standing. That alone is a sign that Allah is not finished with you. You're not forgotten, you're not forsaken, you're not broken beyond repair. You're becoming, and becoming takes time. It takes trust, it takes surrender. Allah never asked you to figure it all out. He only asked you to turn to Him. Call upon me and I will respond to you, He says in the Quran. That is not a maybe, that is not a sometimes, that is a promise. etched into the eternal words of your Creator. So don't wait for your life to be perfect, to be grateful. Be grateful now. Thank Him now. Because the moment you show gratitude in the storm, the skies begin to clear. There is beauty in this chapter, yes, even this one, even in the pain, even in the waiting, even in what feels like loss, because Allah is still writing and His pen never slips. Whatever was taken from you, whatever left, whatever didn't go your way, it didn't leave a void. It made space, and what's coming to fill that space is something that was always yours, just not yet ready, or maybe you weren't ready for it, but you will be, because Allah is preparing you. So hold on. You are so much closer than you think. One more prayer, one more sujood, one more breath of patience, and the tide will turn. And when it does, you'll say with tears in your eyes and a smile on your lips, Alhamdulillah for the delay. Alhamdulillah for the detour. Alhamdulillah for the mercy I didn't understand at the time. Because now you'll see it clearly. Allah was never taking from you. He was giving you everything.